Wondering about what James Webb discovered on Pluto? If yes, then you have just landed on the right video. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk you all through some amazing discoveries that will leave you shocked. So make sure to sit back and stick with me till the end of the video so that you don't miss anything. Now without any further ado, let's dive straight into the video. The launch and commissioning of the James Webb Space Telescope have generated enthusiasm in the science establishment. As the most powerful and costly telescope ever, it is reasonable that expectations are so high. Pluto is one object that researchers are eager to investigate with a new powerful telescope. Despite no longer being a planet, Pluto continues to be intriguing for a variety of reasons, and scientific interest in the planetoid is still at an all-time high. One of the JWST's urgent objectives on Pluto is to monitor a unique phenomenon. According to reports from scientists, the atmosphere of the dwarf planet is evaporating as a result of this unexpected metamorphosis. Scientists have been noticing Pluto as it has been moving further and further away from the Sun for about 25 years. During this time, the surface temperature has been falling, which is causing Pluto's environment to refreeze back into its surface. However, Pluto's atmosphere is backed by the vapor pressure of ice on its exterior. So if the ice on Pluto warms up, it can radically alter the density of its atmosphere. The ongoing existence of Pluto's atmosphere shows that the nitrogenized reserves on Pluto's surface were maintained warmer by heat produced under the surface. Nevertheless, the most recent information indicates that they are beginning to cool. The Tombao Regio is one of several remarkable features on Pluto that have not yet been fully investigated. The heart-shaped region, which is now famously known as Pluto's heart, and is an area of its surface that is similar to an ice cream cone in shape but is covered entirely by carbon monoxide ice, was given the official name Sputnik Plenum by the probe's team. This smooth area is located directly in the middle of the heart-shaped crater. The magnitude observed a series of dark freaks that show up to be a few miles long and heading in the same direction on the surface of Pluto's icy plates. What could have induced this? Scientists determined that it is a relatively young region and could be about 100 million years old. However, there are suggestions that it might be yet to attain its solid shape, as tectonic activity can continually change it, much like the kind of striations you can see often in the Earth's arid zone. On Pluto, the dunes are made of solid methane ice granules that are shaped by the wind rather than sand like those on Earth. Due to the fact that these dunes on Pluto's frozen crust remain mostly undisturbed, it is believed that they were created within the last 500,000 years or fewer. While scientists were perplexed to find there may be a sizable liquid ocean on Pluto, they are also confused by the implication of the presence inside the water. Volcanoes on Pluto might still be active. Massive faults that span hundreds of kilometers and carve around 2.5 miles into Pluto's frozen crusty surface are all over the planet. The researchers come to the conclusion that the deep ocean is still undergoing freezing, which might lead to the development of new surface faults. While Pluto's liquid ocean probably still exists today, scientists believe it is largely cut off by ice in most locations, which is around 200 miles or 320 kilometers away. Research indicates that while it most likely doesn't make touch with the surface now, it may have once engaged in 3 cryovolcanic eruptions. Pluto's volcanoes aren't quite the same as those on Earth, though. On Earth there is molten lava, but evidence suggests that Pluto has a type of icy, slushy cryolava that has split over the surface at various locations. Wright Mons and Piccard Mons, 2 sizable mountains to the south of Sputnik Planitia with deep central holes, are most likely the mouths of cryovolcanoes. Recall cryovolcanism. In the solar system, these formations are distinctive. Regarding volcanoes, Charon, a moon of Pluto, has a volcanic past that might help us comprehend other cold planets. There are 2 different sorts of terrain. One enormous, southward stretching plain officially known as Vulcan Planitia, at least as big as California, and a rough area known as Ozterra. The mountainous topography of Ozterra beneath Charon's crust was caused by either mild expansion in the north or the south, forcing its way through vents, fissures, and other openings as cryolava poured across the surface. How did Pluto become lost? Pluto may have begun furiously heated even though it is one of the universe's coldest spots now. According to recent scientific findings, astronomers previously believed that Pluto's ancient subterranean sea evolved gradually over millions of years when radioactive decay destroyed the dwarf planet's ice. However, recent research has cast doubt on this theory to locate clues about the dwarf planet's formation. A team of scientists searched through a massive number of photographs of Pluto captured by the New Horizon mission. This is made feasible by Pluto's sculpted mountains and valleys, which can provide information on how the dwarf planet was formed. The Earth also has mountains and valleys, making it possible to gather similar information. Like the video so far? Then make sure to give this video a huge thumbs up, as a little action from you can help our channel grow tremendously. Now let's get back to the video. The researchers developed a number of computer models to examine the various processes that may have generated the planet after the study of the dwarf planet's peculiar surface characteristics. The team only discovered evidence of extensional features, suggesting that a brief violent start may have given way to an early ocean. The scientists claim that if Pluto started cold and the ice melted from within, Pluto would have outsourced, and there would be telltale signs like compression fractures on its surface. However, if Pluto began hot, it would have enlarged as the ocean froze, and there would be telltale signs of enhanced version features on its surface. There are two methods. Pluto may have produced the heat in the beginning when the proto-dwarf planet was warmed by radioactive decay, or when it was hit by neighboring objects and the energy from those collisions sparked melting. They found that the second possibility was more probable. Researchers found dozens of nitrogen ice glaciers that flow from pitted highlands into the basin and create valleys as they approach Sputnik Planitia in the east. Scientists hypothesize that this glacier ice is the result of seasonal and mega-seasonal loops of nitrogen ices that sublimate from ice to vapor, move around Pluto, and then flow back to the surface. A resident of Haumaya's equator would experience 6 sunrises and 6 sunsets in a single day. Just like Pluto, Haumaya has 2 small moons. In fact, the similarities between the planetoids are so great that astronomers think it likely that all these transits are connected. Pluto is an almost perfect round body that rotates every 6.4 Earth days, while Haumaya completes a full spin every 3 hours and 55 minutes. Another thing that leapt out at them was the fact that over a period of 6.39 days, the direction of the odd elongation circled back and forth. This led them to go through earlier photographs of Pluto, and they discovered it was a trend that led to the discovery of the biggest moon Pluto and Charon share, a special connection. The biggest known satellite in terms of its parent body is the Moon, which is half the size of Pluto. Pluto's surface is covered in a high-contrast array of bright and dark features. But Charon's surface only has a black polar zone that breaks up a usually more uniform light grey landscape. Charon also lacks the reddish elements that are found on Pluto. Pluto also possesses unique ices and a considerable atmosphere, both of which are absent from its moon. However, Charon's surface is formed of frozen water and ammonia compounds rather than the previously discovered frozen nitrogen, methane, and carbon monoxide. Pluto's interior is primarily made of rock, whereas Charon's is made equally of rock and water ice. Well, do you think that life could ever exist on Pluto? Let me know in the comments. With that being said, it's time for us to say goodbye, but don't be sad as we'll be back with another amazing video soon. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe and bell icon button so you don't miss any update from my channel. See you all soon. Thanks for watching.